Hello everyone, my name is Yudmuniyudam. Let's solve this math problem. So suppose that x, y, z are three positive numbers that satisfy the following equations. We have four equations here, you can look at it. And then they tell us that m and n are co-prime. And then they want us to find m plus n. So first we just look at these four equations. It looks like it's a system of equations. And maybe we can solve for x, y, z individually. But notice how that's not what they asked us. They asked us what m over n is, which is basically what z plus 1 over y is. So because solving for x, y, z individually will be a little bit complicated, let's think of another way to solve this. Right. So notice that they gave us x, y, z is 1. So this is quite a simple equation, but these three below here are a little bit more complicated. We've got each side having x, y, z, and the reciprocals of them, 1 over x, 1 over y, and 1 over z, and then they're equal to some values. So after looking at for a bit, I propose that we see here x, y, z, and over here x, y, z. So imagine if we took these three equations and just multiplied them together. We will get x, y, z as one of the terms, and 1 over x, 1 over y, and 1 over z as the other term. So just for you to be able to see this easier, let's just write it out first. Okay, so let's write down these three equations. So let's have x plus 1 over z as one of them, and then y plus 1 over x as the second one, and z plus 1 over y as the third one, and of course it's equivalent to these three multiplied together. So it equals to 29 times 5 times what we want to find, m over n. Okay, so just to clarify, since m and n are co-prime, then m over n will be a fraction in its simplest form, meaning that m will be integer and will be integer, and there's really no other number that can simplify them. So it's going to be a fraction in the simplest form. Right, now we'll just expand these and see what we get. Right, I will first expand these two and just leave this one. Okay. And xy, and here we get 1, and here we get y over z, and here we get 1 over x z. And here we get z plus 1 over y equals to 45. 5 times m over n. Okay. And then now we will also expand these two to make a more simplified version of it. So let's do it. We get x, y, z, just as we expected. And then x, y, 1 over y is x. It's just x. Okay. And then 1 and z is just z. Let me write this a little clearer. It's x here. Okay. And 1 and 1 over y is just 1 over y. And then y over z with z is just y. It's just 1 over z, and this is 1 over x. Sorry. Okay. And then this is 1 over x, y, z. Right, and then we can just leave. Oh no. Okay. Then we can just leave this part as it is. Times m over n. Okay, now we look back at our terms again. So just as we predicted from the start, if we took them to multiply, then we will get one term that's x, y, z, and one term that's 1 over x, y, z, and a bunch of terms in between. So for this x, y, z here, we can just substitute 1 in. So we can get, 1 here. And then for this 1 over x, y, z, it's basically 1 over 1. It's just 1. So let's just write 1. Okay, so now we have a bunch of terms in between, and they look a little bit complicated, but if you notice, you can see here, we have x here, y here, z here, and then 1 over x, 1 over y, 1 over z. So what is this? This is just these three all added together. So we can write it as, this is this is x plus 1 over z, and what we know is x plus 1 over z is actually just equal to 29. So we can write this plus 29. And once again, we can do the same thing for these other two. We have y1x, z1 over y, and here, y, here's 1 over x, and here's z, here's 1 over y. So we can just write these down. Plus 5, and plus m over n plus 1. Okay, and then we just write this part in. Right, now things look a lot simpler. It's just a bunch of numbers and m over n as our only, let's say, variable. Okay, so now let's just do a little bit of addition, and we do some subtraction, divide, and let's see what happens from here. So this one, 1 plus 29 is 30. 30 plus 5, 35. 35 plus 1, 36. Quick maths. 36 plus m over n equals to, what's this one? 145 times m over n. Okay, so now we have a 36 here and m over n here, and m over n multiplied by 145. So it's just minus m over n on both sides, then we'll get 36 equals to 145 m over n minus m over n. Okay, it looks a little bit wobbly, but okay. Now 145 m over n minus m over n is just going to be 144 m over n. We just take one out. Right, so let me just continue on this side. Then we get 36 equals to 144 m over n. Okay, and now we know what to do. Just throw up the 144 down here, and we get 36 over 144 equals to m over n. And of course, this can be simplified to 1 over 4 equals m over n. There we go. Now we can see that our m equals 1 and our n equals 4. And of course, m plus n is equal to 5. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.